Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jose Lazarus Muyet, aka Raze. This is Demigod. Pleasure to have you here today, Raze. Thanks for the interview.
It's a pleasure speaking with you.
So, what were you convicted of and sentenced to?
I was convicted of racketeering, drug trafficking, and 12 murders. I was charged with being the leader of the Nasty Boy organization in the Hunts Point section of the Bronx. I was sentenced to 14 life sentences plus 205 years.
I have to ask, how authentic is this paperwork on Fat Joe?
I mean, what did you ask me? Did I sit in prison for 30 years and forge paperwork against someone who I don't know, who doesn't know me, and whose paths never cross? Look, Demigod, there are a lot of people who have never been in the feds, and so they are making comments without understanding anything. About 3 months ago, I was talking with someone who had just came off the streets, and he mentioned the paperwork on Joe. He said that he checked out all the names of the agents and the prosecutor, and they were legit. Now, with that said, why is it that others couldn't do this as well? What people don't know is that that statement comes from a proffer. For those who don't know what a proffer is it is when you give information to the feds. There are thousands of so-called gangsters running around in the streets who did a proffer, and we would never know this. There were literally hundreds of statements made against me. Many of them I didn't see until years later, and some I still haven't seen. Hell, I have co-defendants who made a proffer against me and then went to trial. You would think that these were stand-up guys, but technically they're rats. You might never find out about these guys unless the paperwork is released on them. So now let me ask you this question. Joe was picked up for a body, like Star said on his podcast. Then how come he never went to prison? Tell me, how am I supposed to authenticate that paperwork? Do you want me to reach out to one of the agents and ask them to verify it? I am sitting here in prison with 14 life sentences plus 205 years. Why do I have to authenticate anything? There are people who have been living comfortable for 30 years in the streets because I live by a code. Remember that.
But why'd you wait so long to put Fat Joe on blast?
I didn't put anybody on blast. It was that coward, Cuban Link. When that statement fell into my hands, there were so many people asking for it, especially my man Ty Guns from the Stone Village Bloods. But as I wrote in that statement that I put out, there were two reasons why I didn't give it to anyone. The first was because I was placed on the enhanced monitoring, which put me on the list of the most 100 prisoners to watch. They said it's because of my status within the BOP. Had Joe died in a car crash, I would have been charged with that. The second reason is because I started to realize that street culture is fake. Real gangsters are buried alive and dying within these prisons, while video gangsters are being embraced. No one cares if you're a rat. Look at my brother-in-law, Julio Beniquez. He snitched on his own family, and they still embraced him. His sister, my wife, came to visit me in Comstock and wanted me to become what he is, a rat. What these women fail to understand is that they're having children from rats and breeding mice. You understand? It wasn't until 2020 when this Italian named Scotty came to Schuylkill, the prison I am currently in, with paperwork on Joe. I won't get into the details about his case, but he wanted me to give him the paperwork Joe made on me so he can give it to his attorney to show that Joe has a history of snitching. Well, really lying. I'm thinking, wow, 30 years later, and they are still calling Joe a rat? It wasn't until Money Mike, a well-known rat hunter, found out about the paperwork and kept asking for it. I gave it to him under the condition that he doesn't expose Joe, because right now I'm back on appeal. Two of my co-defendants, Camacho and Rodriguez, gave back their life sentences and were released back into the street. The rest of us are waiting re-sentences. But you see how that turned out.
But how come no one else came forward with paperwork on Joe?
I can't answer that question. I mean, the older guys like myself who spent years in prison realize that the street culture is nothing more than an illusion and that no one cares. Many went home, is working, and settled down. If it wasn't for Money Mike being persistent, no one would have seen the statement I had. And it isn't because I'm protecting Joe. It's because, like I said, no one cares. I have more important things to focus on, like my freedom. But remember this, Demigod, whatever is hidden in darkness always comes to light.
You also wrote that Cuban Link was instrumental in pushing the paperwork and that he's a coward. Can you explain that?
Yeah, he is. I mean, I don't know Cuban Link, and I don't know how he ended up with the paperwork. What I do know is that he gave it to Star and that he backed down, saying that it was fake. Listen, this is a guy who Joe is responsible for cutting his face and destroying his career, and he backs down. That is the characteristics of a coward all around the board.
What about Pistol Pete? He's supposed to be official. Why didn't he say anything about Fat Joe?
What do you mean by official? That he isn't a rat? Look, My man Richie Rich from the Lower East Side wanted to show me Pistol Pete sentencing minutes to clear up any rumors about Pistol Pete being a rat himself. I didn't bother looking at it. Why? Why should I? Listen, I have never met Pistol Pete up north like that statement said, but I did meet him in MCC. I know his brother Gio is a rat, and I know he kicks it with Joe, who is a rat. So this is where I'm confused. This is a guy who started a movement called Kill or Rat, and yet his brother and his main man is a rat. I'm not advocating violence here, but who is he killing? And this is who people are looking up to.
Well, I heard there's a book that was written by you that clears up the Fat Joe situation. People are saying that you're just looking for fame and money.
Well, you heard wrong. The only book that I wrote is published. It's called The Hidden History of the Gods, in which one chapter I write about the Snitch Society. The book that was written about me, which comes out this month, is titled Born and Bred to Portray, and was written by a female named Liz Doyle. Fat Joe is just a footnote in the book, just to show the murder that I was convicted of he mentions in that statement. This book is about how the feds is convicting people with no physical evidence against them. It is about how I was convicted simply on hearsay and the testimony of people who lied on me. As for looking for fame, I already had that, and this is why so many people sold me out. I have rejected all interviews since I've been in prison. And as far as money, all the proceeds of my portion of the book goes to the Lazarus Foundation, a project that I am putting together to help men and women who are buried alive in these prisons.
Raze, I think there's a lot of people that are going to appreciate what you did here today. You cleared up a lot. Is there anything else you want to say before we sign off?
The only thing that I want to say is that, years ago...
This call is from a federal prison.
Years ago, I saw this female in a magazine with a tattoo that said, "Rats get fat while real men die." And it always stuck in my head. I have learned over the years that there are some women who are way stronger than men. That's it. That's all I want to say.
Absolutely. Well, I hope this clears up a lot for the ladies and gentlemen who've been asking questions. Thank you so much. It was such...
You're welcome. You're welcome. And listen, again, I'm not here to create chaos. I'm not here to try to get fame or for anything. I'm not here to try to put myself back in the limelight. This paperwork came out. It had my name on it and all that. And I'm just backing up what it said,
Respect, my brother. Respect, bro. All right. Thank you.